So basically, we had a totally blank canvas without a single plan in mind. We really wanted to paint it and present it to you.
Then I remembered I had written a lyric probably many years ago, not necessarily in the form of a proper melody or something like that, but at least the lyric part of it. And when Bran came into the picture with this beautiful chord progression, I was like, maybe that's worth the bet. I thought, why not just sit for a session and just accumulate the ideas one after another, and like maybe this is the one lyric that we can probably work upon and just shape it up probably in the form of a full song maybe, and I think things started to get right into shape from that point onwards.
So when he showed me the lines, it was more of a ballad kind of thing and more into the romantic side. But once we sat down and looked into the deeper side, like that caught my attention basically. So we can connect those lines into all different perspectives. Like as you can see, we can connect it to love, we can connect it to some substance experience, or also to the love between the parents and their children.
Well, since I had most of my musical roots in the heavier side of music, there was a point of time in my life when someone actually challenged me that, I'm not able to write anything meaningful or deep, and that kind of meant a little bit of something serious to me, and I thought, why not write something that could actually mean a lot of things, even though on the surface that might seem very cliched, in terms of lyrical interpretation. So when it comes to this particular song, even though if you look at it from the surface, it seems more like a softer romantic ballad, but well, if you kind of relate to it from an angle that is like from a parental love angle, or even like the ecstatic experience of a drug when it's used, maybe like psychedelics or something, even that can be relatable in a lot of different ways. So that was the whole idea. It just grew upon me over the years, and I felt was the best way that I could express myself in the most minimalistic way possible.
So coming from piano background, I laid down the chord progressions, and Suraj came up with some very beautiful vocal melodies.
It was shallow, it was blank, and it had no meaning at all.
And it started taking some beautiful shape.
As a songwriter or as a composer, I have always loved to compose vocal melodies, since I have stayed as a vocalist in quite a few bands that I have been in so far, throughout all these years. And when Pran showed me this, amazing chord progression idea, it was very much on the lines of what I was thinking when it came to the lyrical part of it, and when it came to the storytelling part of it. As far as the lyrical interpretation goes, and the way I was wanting to tell the story through the lyric, the melody of the song that I had in mind translated and blended into the chord progression that he showed it to me, and like all the puzzles started to fit in quite beautifully. And when a song is complete when things are not forced and it is very spontaneous. And for us, especially as songwriters and composers for this track, we really feel this is very spontaneous on our parts when we write the song, and obviously the rest is up to the audience because they are the best judge.
So the idea was to be very minimalistic. In the song, we just wanted to express as many emotion as we can in the most simplistic way possible.
Well, personally for me, this is like a very much stripped down experience when it comes to this song, because usually what happens is I'm more used to technical songwriting process, like complex time signatures, weird chord progressions and stuff like that. But when it comes to this song, when we were making the song, during the whole songwriting process, it was a very much of a chilled out, laid back experience, and I really hope that people who listen to this track can personally relate their own feelings to this whole song, be it musically, be it lyrically. But I would really love to know, I mean, we both of us as a unit would really love to know what kind of emotion they can relate to through this track. That's the whole idea.
So we hope you like our track and share us your honest feedback.
More so, we would like to know how can you personally relate to this track, and we would love to have your answers in the comment section below.
Until next time, remember the name. We are
Lefright.